Welcome, curious minds. Today we'll delve into the private life of Paloma Picasso, the 70s it girl who inspired Scandal Collection by Yves Saint Laurent. We'll examine the interior of her fabulous New York apartment under a magnifying glass. We'll visit her lush Marrakesh home, a place of serenity, and see where the youngest daughter of Pablo Picasso and Françoise Gillot restores her vital strengths. It wasn't easy to be the daughter of one of the most renowned artists of the 20th century, you know. That was a kind of pressure. One of her most talked about homes is a villa in Marrakesh, Morocco. This property is a testament to her love for bold and expressive elements, blending Moroccan architectural details with modern luxury. The villa is adorned with lush gardens, intricate tilework, and vibrant textiles, creating a sensory-rich environment that reflects both her personal style and the cultural heritage of the location. Paloma lives in a lovely Marrakesh home with her husband, Tiffany, a doctor of osteopathic medicine, whom she married in 1999. The couple bought it in 2006. The complex consists of a main house with 3 separate bedrooms, a pool, a small indoor solarium, and a single-bedroom guest house. Her husband called the mansion a sleeping beauty, and for a reason. Despite its evident potential, it needed renovations. First, the couple remodeled the patio. Then, they replaced a sophisticated 2-tiered fountain with a shallow one. Afterward, they got rid of the overgrown plants, making room for accurate bricks. Finally, Paloma and Eric covered the open roof with glass. The house was built in 1980 on the territory of an old olive plantation, which adds a certain charm to Paloma's home. Nearly 70 olive trees, dozens of pomegranate, citrus, and fig trees, and date palms flourish in the 4-acre garden. The family likes to have lunch there. They prefer local dishes prepared by their faithful cook, Fadna. For a drink, Paloma favors a Bloody Mary. She said, "We have so many tomatoes in Marrakesh that we make them at home." Paloma Picasso's flair for bold colors and luxurious textures is expected to permeate the villa's interior. The use of vibrant reds, her signature color, alongside deep blues and greens, could accentuate the space, providing a backdrop for modern and traditional Moroccan furnishings. Fabrics are likely rich and varied, including silk, velvet, and traditional Moroccan textiles, adding layers of texture and color. The house isn't only a place of her recreation, but also inspiration. Surrounded by olive groves with the Atlas Mountains in the distance, it inspired Paloma to create several designs for Tiffany and Company. She called the Olive Gardens a refuge of peace and tranquility. The fountain tiles inspired her to create the Zelija collection for Tiffany. Entering a spacious family room, one can quickly recognize Paloma's connection with the renowned Picasso. 2 small Picasso gouaches lean among numerous art tomes and bibelots in red bookcases. One of the paintings is a portrait of Dora Maar, Picasso's former lover. This is how Paloma cherishes her memories of her father, even though the Gillot-Picasso couple split up when Paloma was only 4 years old. Gillot published her candid memoir, and Picasso refused to see Paloma and Claude then. Here and there, art is everywhere in the Marrakesh estate. Several paintings by Paloma's mother are in the salon, one depicting a little Paloma and another, a dancing couple. Paloma and Tiffany live in Marrakesh for a couple of months several times a year. Sometimes they invite friends, but mostly they perceive the house as a place for relaxation. On Sundays, they enjoy reading or playing billiards with friends at their house. Paloma Picasso produces 2 major collections for Tiffany annually, so she also works from her home in Marrakesh. The designer is spontaneous and comments on her working routine. "I sketch, but I don't have a precise office. I don't like sitting at a desk. I'll be on the bed or carpet or a plane. Every time I go to hotels, I take the little pads. I've done so many of my designs on those little pieces of paper. Speaking of Picasso's New York studio, if you love Vogue, you might have also admired Paloma Picasso's New York apartment in the 1985 issue. Welcome to the foyer of her two-family New York apartment. Passing through a double door in red lacquered wood, we step on dark green marble floors with a view of a twisted staircase, an XXL totem serving as a vase, and a bird-shaped sculpture by Pablo Picasso. Every interior element is here on purpose. Paloma isn't prone to meaningless accumulation of items so that they collect dust. Another bronze sculpture by Pablo Picasso stands in the bedroom. It is called A Little Girl Jumping Rope. Paloma said, "He did it when I was 2 years old and made me look 5 or 6. It was a projection of me." The sculpture stands near the rattan daybed in gold and silver leaf with an olive tree motif, covered with the Montrouge bedding and old-fashioned tapestry pillows. The fashion icon said, "I don't understand people who collect things and don't use them." Thus, she stuffed the tray with a sterling silver teapot, creamer, sugar bowl, and silverware she designed for Villeroy and Bach, and used it for its intended purpose. This bedroom inspired her design of bed linens for Martex in the 90s. Now, let's head to the aforementioned studio in New York. The room is decorated with a 19th century French swing bed in bright purple fabric, an Italian swivel mirror with figured columns, and a bronze sphinx atop a table draped with printed gold cloth. The Sphinx statue isn't a mere coincidence. Paloma Sphinx was the nickname given to the girl by her mother. The decorations and furnishings recall bourgeois elegance inspired by 19th century French castles. Look at the studio from a different angle, and you will notice Paloma's father's painting hanging on the wall. The living room is decorated with symmetrical candle holders, carved Roman marble columns, armchairs, and a table centered between the chairs. We like this chic photo by Horst P. Horst, with the famous jewelry designer in a strapless black dress and gold necklace standing in front of a fireplace, her arms resting on the mantelpiece. From the living room, we proceed to Picasso's bathroom, which has curtains of 19th century French cotton applique and embroidery on black tulle. The fashion legend also has another home, on Lake Geneva in Switzerland. She moved there in January 2001. The reason was mainly that the businesswoman was looking for a natural stress reliever, which she found walking along the shores of Lake Geneva. Paloma Picasso and Eric Thévenet had often gone skiing in the canton of Vaud. The couple fell in love with the region and decided to settle there. Paloma greatly appreciates the tranquility of Switzerland, where she can rejuvenate in peace and quiet. For this reason, she seems to keep journalists aside from her home. All we have to do is respect her desire for peace and solitude. Paloma Picasso's approach to her homes revolves around the idea of creating spaces that are not only visually stunning, but also deeply personal. She believes in surrounding oneself with objects and art with a story to tell, pieces that evoke memories or inspire creativity. While Paloma Picasso is not an architect, her influence on interior design and her ability to create captivating spaces have made her a notable figure outside the world of jewelry design. Her houses reflect her unique aesthetic, blending modern sensibilities with classical elements, much like her jewelry designs. Now is a time for some reflection. Which of Paloma Picasso's residences has impressed you the most? Please share the benefits you find paramount when looking for your dream home.